Investors and individuals are making a huge mistake by not understanding what's happening with China and what's happening with gold. It's a most interesting fact that has occurred in the last 12 months in the investment industry. Everybody needs to understand. So let me explain exactly what's going on and why it's a historical change. What we've seen in the past is that when gold prices start to rise, it's generally when yield is falling. In other words, right now we're seeing interest rates are high. So why would people buy gold that has no yield? It just gives you some value perhaps potentially in the future, but it gives you no interest. Historically, what's happened is when yields are high, people then buy the yield. They don't buy gold. That's not what is happening now. Right now we're seeing the price of bullion, the price of gold increasing. And the reason why is China is buying gold. What's happened historically is that they bought American Treasury bills, they bought American government bonds. And when interest rates are high, of course, they've invested in those. Right now, you see a battle in the tech world, but also economically between China and indeed America. In fact, the Chinese have said to many other countries, whose side are you on? So as we look at that and we look at the economics as an investor, we need to understand that China is buying gold even though they can get a higher yield if they invest in euros, sterling, or indeed US dollars in fixed interest. So when gold starts to appreciate, even in spite of that, we have to take note. We have to realize then that as interest rates, as they're likely to over the next 5 years, start to fall, then of course gold will appreciate even more as other people, as other governments start to invest. It's not just about this economic war. There's other factors in there. The Chinese and many other countries don't like it because of the massive digitally adding or printing of dollars by the US government. The US government now has 33 trillion in debt. And of course, in the future, those treasury bills will come to an end. And when they come to an end, they've got to issue more treasury bills. That occurs in 2024. When it occurs, will people be buying those treasury bills? Because if they don't, then America can't continue with its debt. It's not in danger right now, but the warning signs are there. So as an investor, what do you need to do? Well, I'd always say, talk to a financial advisor. But what should you do? For me, it's about diversification. When you're diversifying, then absolutely gold should be part of that portfolio. And now, never more than in the past, gold should be something that you diversify into. And of course, it's not just about diversifying into gold, but it's other asset classes that can appreciate in the markets. Don't forget, we all think we know the future to some sort of level. Reality is nobody's got that crystal ball. And if they did, they wouldn't be just sat there trying to make money. Okay, reality is they'd already made their money. No one's got the crystal ball. Reality is, in order to make money, you need good fund managers, you need steady growth, you need to invest on a regular basis as well as a lump sum. And when you do that right, with the best advice, then you can achieve financial freedom and you can start to accumulate money and make sure your family and yourself are financially secure to be able to do the things that you want to do.